Get in here. Oh my God. My edge stuff, the stuff I was wearing on my edges. You know how you put a little something on your edges? I didn't realize it was still stuck on. I literally just woke up, girl. I woke up. Oh my God. Oh, anyway, y'all, get in here. Y'all can't say nothing about how I look in the morning, because I didn't see some of y'all's mustaches in the afternoon. Ladies. Where's my watermelon? I bought a watermelon. No, it is. I thought that I was about to say I thought I bought a watermelon and I didn't see a watermelon, but I really do have a watermelon. Okay, y'all. Oh my goodness. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Hey, Scott. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm trying to get my watermelon together. I've been doing intermittent fasting. What does that mean for me? And to all you dietitians out here who look like you have no body fat and you look like a walking skeleton, don't want your advice, honey. I'm going for proportion curves, not for starving. Okay, so my version of intermittent fasting is for the first 2 hours or so after waking up. I don't really eat. But yeah, so I've already hit that goal, because although I said I'm just waking up, that's not 100% true. I was actually laying in bed on Instagram scrolling. Okay. You know, some people are like, oh my God, you should eat like me. I'm like, girl, why? I don't want to look like you. You be seeing people? I'm like, girl, you are not my body goal at all. Have you seen you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no shape. No shade to the skinny girls. This is not a commentary on the skinny girls. This is a commentary on the girls who really, they go beyond, oh, I need my phone charger. They go beyond skinny on purpose. And I'm not talking like eating disorder skinny. I'm talking like they did this on purpose. Like, there's nothing mental attached to it. They think it just looks good. And I don't care. You do what you want to do. You look like you want to look. But then don't try to come to me telling me that my curves and my body, where the fuck is my phone? Charger, is not good enough. Oh, it's in here. The room I was actually in. Is it out here? No, it's not. No, it's not. How does this happen? Oh, it's here. I remember I was on the couch last night and I was using my phone charger because it was close. I didn't want to go to the outlet. Anyway, these are the things that come up. And they be like trying to tell you like, oh my God, you should eat like me. Like, I eat nothing but oats and berries every day. And, you know, my diet is that I don't eat anything after 4 p.m. Like, girl, bye. And like, you know, I only drink water. No, I don't even drink fruit juice because, yeah, you don't want to get fat. And I'm just like, okay, girl. And yeah. And I only eat egg whites and avocado every day. Girl, if you don't get out of here, here's my thing. If you don't get out of here, don't nobody want to look like you. Girl, please. I ain't never seen a man stop in the street and be like, oh my God, that one there, I want to be with her. Because she has no body fat whatsoever. Don't nothing clap or jiggle. Girl, no. Girl, who wants that? I like the feeling of when I'm like, you know, walking and I feel my shit jiggle. I like that. I like that feeling. I really do like it. I be liking that, for real. I like that my thighs touch just a little bit. Like, you know, the inner part of your thighs? I like that. I wouldn't feel like I was built right for my shape. Y'all do you. If they ain't touch just a little bit. When my thighs touch, I feel like that's heaven clapping, saying, yes, bitch, yes. Yes, bitch, yes. Yes, bitch, yes. Yes, bitch, yes. That's what I feel like. I be feeling like I'm like, that's how I feel about it. Y'all don't. Sorry, girl. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't know. This is how I feel. You know what I mean? Sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. And you know, I'm kind of feminine. You know what I mean? I'm kind of feminine. I'm gonna cut the light on. I'm kind of feminine. And because I'm kind of feminine, I don't want the light to be too crazy. I'm not attracted to men that are attracted to hard bodies. Mm-mm. I mean, like, you ain't muscular enough for me. I'm like, what, you the girl now? I think the only men that are attracted to masculinity are feminine men. Don't you think? I be trying to tell these men that be up in the gym 24/7. I like a good gym body, don't get me wrong. But that's the point. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and women, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Women ain't really that attracted to those hard gym bodies. You do not have to have an 8-pack, 6-pack ab to get no woman's attention. That stuff get men's attention. That stuff get men's attention. Women are not worried about that. I mean, it's nice. But I've never heard one of my female friends say, oh my God, look at this dude, his body is so jacked. Oh my God, look at this dude, his body is so, look at him. Like, girl, no. When one of my female friends tell me about a new man, they be like, I bet a guy, he's so sweet. You tell me about how you feel about how he treats you. You tell me about maybe his career, or if he's in school, you know, building a career or whatever. You tell me about, you know, how he talks to you and stuff like that. Ain't nobody worry about that. Anyway, get here. Write your questions. I'm going to answer what I want to answer. I'm going to skip what I don't want to answer. If I don't see your question, girl, I ain't see you. Ain't nothing to do about it. I got cussed out the other day. So I kicked this girl out of my live. I didn't block her. I just kicked her out of the live. And because she kept on writing the same question over and over and over in the window. And it was disturbing me because, like, I couldn't read y'all stuff as well. Right? And I didn't think she really wrote the real question. She's like, MJ, answer my question. Like, she's trying to get me to scroll up. So I'm like, you disturbing the live and you being obnoxious. I put her off. She wrote me a DM cussing me out. I get cussed out probably daily, girl. I'm good on that. How do you know when a man likes you? He wants to spend time with you. He's making future plans with you. He treats you good. You said, why are you eating watermelon like he got barbecue sauce? Now, why the fuck you worry about how I'm eating my shit? Girl, if you don't go pick up your motherfucking watermelon, eat it how the fuck you want to eat it, and stay out my motherfucking business with your pretty ass hair, because that is a good ass photo. If y'all seen her photo, go to her photo. She got pretty hair. Heifer. Let me stop. I eat the shit the way I motherfucking want to eat my shit. Get the fuck out of here with your pretty self. All right? What's my next question? I love you too, girl. Let me see here. Why do guys come back trying to communicate like nothing happened after he ghosted me twice? Because you didn't block him properly. Why do you not block a man after he ghosts you? Y'all be leaving it open like y'all waiting just to see maybe he'll contact me. Maybe he'll contact me. Bitch, the minute that you ghost me. Hey, Style of Troy. I love Style of Troy. Style of Troy has been supporting me for years. All right? She said, and yes, it's my hair, y'all. Honey, I know. I can see. But no, for real, like, girl, the minute that a man start acting funny, I'm the easiest person on earth to get rid of. You ain't got to try hard to get rid of me. You ain't got to try hard. You change it up a bit too much. But we've been married 3 years. I don't give a fuck, Tony. That's me blocking them. Ain't that bad. No, I'm joking. I'm not that bad. But no, for real, like, if you notice that a man's ghosting, you block him. Why wait on him to get back to you? Saying why did you ghost me and you start contacting me again? I'd have no way of knowing it. I would have no way of knowing it. I like you too, Danovic. How would I know? Sorry about blocking you. I'm sorry about ghosting you. You know, those couple months ago. Huh? That's when he see you out in public. I'm sorry about ghosting you. Who? What? Yeah, I ghosted you. I feel like I ghosted. He's like, you didn't see I've been trying to get in contact with you after the fact, though? No, baby. Hold on. What's your name again, baby? Brian? No. Oh, wow. Marcus. Okay, Marcus. You look like a Brian. Anyway. You have a last initial. It's a couple Marcuses here. Last initial. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a pretty last name. Okay. Oh, right here. No, baby, I blocked you. Look, I blocked you. Yeah, that's why nothing went through. I blocked you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you good, baby. You good. I had no way you was trying to reach me. I didn't even know you really ghosted me. I just kind of, it was what it was. Anyway, no, but you good, baby. Don't you hate that when you see a dude who you have absolutely forgotten about, you don't give up about at all, and then he be like, and you see him on the street like, yeah, take my number again, and you be polite like, okay, I'll take your number, and he like, you ain't got it already? Baby, I deleted that shit a long time ago. What are you talking about? Do I still have it? I mean, know about that. That's like I just ate a little piece that don't taste right. Would you be with a man unable to be intimate with you and refuse other things? And he refuses to do other things. Girl, no. A refusal of intimacy does not work for me. In terms of in a relationship, I think that intimacy is an important part of a healthy relationship, in my opinion, for me. Therefore, I personally would not be in a relationship with someone. At one point, because I'll block you so fast, I was thinking to myself, I wonder, is there like a limit to how many people you can block on your cell phone? So like, what happens if I hit that day and my phone says you blocked too many people? Then I got to take someone off the unblock list. That is a huge fear of mine. I don't want to have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there are people I blocked from so long ago, I don't even remember. What I started to have to do was, before you block them, change their number in your phone to the reason why. Let me tell you. You say Marcus / inconsiderate and goes absent for weeks at a time. Whatever. You put that way, if you ever get the temptation to unblock him, you'll remember why. I do that. Like, literally in my phone, you will see a name / here's the reason why. Do I want children? I love the experience of having my nephew sons in my home. Love that. But do I want to have children? I used to think yes. But you women posting online, which I think is such a wonderful thing. A lot of women have been posting online about how they don't like being a mom. And I call that out because, yeah, I'm like, I think about that because I'm like, I would be the one doing the heavy lifting probably. And I think about that and I'm just like, or they say, I love my kids, but if I had to do it again, maybe not, wouldn't do that again. No shade to the kids. Mommy loves you, but she just wouldn't have you if she had a choice again. You get where I'm going with that? Yeah, I'm not too convinced about that at this moment. If a man wants one, then, we can maybe explore that path. But, yeah. I'm not running towards that goal post. Not running towards it. No. Not running towards it. Absolutely not. And he was like, who's going to take care of you when you go? The bitch I'm paying to do it. That's what was going to happen anyway. Right? I feel like you should not have kids as a secondary retirement plan. Having kids does not relieve you of your responsibility to plan for your retirement. Having kids does not relieve you of responsibility to save for your retirement. Having kids does not relieve you of your responsibility to make sure you have your health care in order for how you'll be taken care of in retirement. You know what I'm saying? If you want your kids to go no contact with you and not deal with you, then put them in a position where you try to rob them of their good years so they have to become a caregiver for you. You done lived your whole life, and now because you failed to plan, your kids got to be your caregiver. Please. That's how people end up in these nursing homes with nobody coming to visit them sometimes. People are like, oh my God, I feel so bad for that lady or that man. He's sitting in this nursing home and nobody came to visit him. I'm like, hold on. We should be asking another question. What type of fuck shit did this person do to their family? Why not now one of them is showing up here but once a year on Easter or Mother's Day? What did they do? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like with old people, puppies, and babies, it is human nature to want to love up on them, right? So if you are somebody and don't nobody want shit to do with you, then what the fuck did you do? Don't nobody want to love up on you? They're not all, you telling me, no, you say, oh, my family is a bunch of monsters. But they are monsters loving on each other. They're just not loving on you. So you're still a monster because they came from you. What the fuck did you do to those monsters why they don't want to deal with your monster ass? And I think one of the things you can do is put people in a position where they're like, oh, some people ain't close to them because like, nah, I know being close to you mean I'm going to have to take care of you one day and I don't want to do that shit. Fuck that shit. So yeah. Will I ever do a meet and greet for my fans? I did one years ago. You know, when Ron and Tony hit the world, that's when I was on tour at that moment, and we canceled that. So I haven't done another one since then. Y'all know I don't live there, right? Y'all know that I live in Brazil. Literally, I live in Brazil. Don't I look like it? my little warm, beachy clothes on. I live in Brazil. Let me see here. You said the best lesson I learned was be careful who you have empathy for. You may be blocking the karma they are deserved. Wow. That's something. Let me read more questions. Do you believe in circling the block? Not unless I missed the parking space. I don't believe in circling the block on men. Absolutely. If the only way that a man can value you is by losing you, then he never deserved you in the first place. If the only way that a man can value you is by losing you, then he never deserved you in the first place. Okay, let me show you my nails. Y'all keep on asking to see them. This is how my nails look. If the only way that a man can value you is by losing you, then he never deserved you in the first place. So no, I don't believe in circling the block. Okay. Let me see here. Write y'all's questions in the questions box. It makes it easier for me to find them. I mean, you write them in the window. But you said, I always see you as a father. You were designed for that. Put aside all the scaries. You were born, so some should be from your bloodline. Baby, I am a father. I'm an uncle. I'm an auntie. I'm a mother. To all of you girls. Because see, while your mamas was raising you on trauma and bad lessons, I was pushed along to save you girls from those lessons so you wouldn't become a carbon copy of her. To shake you up and say, hey, my baby, hey, my niece, hey, my daughter. Mama's here. Rest on my bosoms of wisdom. I want to help you. So you, my girls, you're my daughters. You are. Even the bald-headed ones in the back. I love you too. You're actually my favorite. Mama loves you. Let me stop. You know, I'm 40. Yeah. The idea of having a little motherfucking You're sitting around here until I'm like almost 60? Yikes, not for me. Not for me. People do it. Being a parent in your 40s is an amazing experience. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that you probably have the ability to be a better parent at that point in your life because you know yourself better. You've evolved. You've matured. You know what I mean? I feel like your ability to parent is only based on or at the level of your ability of maturity for yourself. So I think you've evolved more. I think you'd be a wonderful parent in your 40s if you want to be one. If you want to be a parent. I don't. At that age. And now watch me pop up a year from now. We're having a baby. She just arrived. Right? So, shit changes. I'm speaking in this moment on this Saturday morning, right? And y'all see how I be living, girl. I be at the Samba. I be on trips and shit like that. And all that. I think my fear about having a kid, I don't want no little motherfucker who is just like... You can't control who your kid's gonna be. You can't. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want to deal with no bullshit. I saw this thing the other day. Actually, no, this morning. Take that back. It was this morning. The girl was talking about how I don't know what she did. She gave up her 9-year-old daughter. I don't know what that means. Like, did she give him back to did she give him to the state? I don't know what that means officially. But basically, the way that she described the child, in my opinion, she described the child like being a sociopath. Like, literally. I think the child may have even been diagnosed as a sociopath. I'm not sure. She said one time she was driving in traffic and the girl in the backseat put her hands over the mom's eyes. That wasn't the only incident. I think that was the final straw. This girl was horrible. I think they said she was hitting on or abusing the other kids. I don't remember. I could be mixing up stories. But long story short, what if the child you have ain't the child you want? And I'm not talking about that they's got a nasty attitude just like your nasty attitude. I'm not talking about like they difficult. I'm talking about like you have this little motherfucker and you like, I do not want your ass. Like, this feels like a torture ritual to have to raise you. What do you do then? What do you do then? You know what I mean? Now, that's an extreme situation. I've not heard anyone else describe having a child like that. But I just feel like there's so much stuff that happened in the world that we don't hear about. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Just like you can't choose your parents, you can't choose your kids. I'm good. I'm good. I have a thing for a man who's going through a divorce. We both agreed to be friends, but sometimes I'm assuming you're saying it's difficult. Well, Buki, he going through a divorce. I hear you. He going through the divorce. They already filed the paperwork. So he's waiting on the judge to declare it. Because now him laid up in the same house with her talking about we going through a divorce. That's not the same thing. I'm talking about like, is he like literally going through a divorce? If he's literally going through a divorce, okay, take it slow. Take it slow. And see where it goes. I feel two ways about it. I know some women be like, oh my God, you're going to be a rebound. Someone just wrote that in here. You're going to be a rebound. Let me tell you this, okay? And I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying what I've seen. How many times in our life have we seen a guy, or a woman for that matter, they appear to be a good catch. You don't really know how good of a catch one is until you're in a relationship with them, or willing to what's on the surface. That's with all of us, right? They appear to be a good catch. They get out of a relationship. And within a very short amount of time, they seem to be in a new relationship. And they'll be in that new relationship indefinitely, for years, however long. Like, they're in a new relationship. They're locked down. My point is this. Good people who are relationship-oriented usually don't stay out of relationships very long. I'm not saying you should sign up to be a rebound, but I'm saying I think that the best way to avoid being a rebound is not by saying I'm not going to date someone who is just coming out of a relationship. I don't think that's the way to avoid being a rebound. I think the way to avoid being a rebound is by taking your time in the dating process. Y'all don't need to be shacking up day one. Y'all can take your time to see how it unfolds, get to know them, see how their healing process goes. And some people fall out of love and fall out of relationship while they in the doggone relationship. Let's be real about it. The divorce in a lot of cases is the final straw. Okay, it is not the starting line. It's the final. It's the finish line. He was with his wife for 10 years and now they getting divorced. Baby, they've been sleeping in separate rooms for the last 4 of them. They basically been glorified roommates for the last 5 years. She go on girls trips and vacations by herself. He do the same thing with his people. They come together to be good co-parents, but the only thing that's not been resolved is the living situation. You see where I'm going with that? So I'm not saying sit up here and be the other woman. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm really not. But I'm just saying, like, I think that we're mature enough to contextualize the fact that everything's not black and white. And that we need to have some broader conversations about that rather than, girl, if you met him, you a rebound. That could be the case. But y'all got men who've been single for the last 5 years who'll still ghost you and treat you like a rebound. My point is, character has character, and one's ability to be in a healthy relationship with you. There are far more factors to consider other than just the timing of when did their last relationship end. Right? Now, mind you, I don't think that there's any excuse for having a relationship. If that relationship's not ended or whatever it may be, I don't move forward. They're like, no, they still married. But they live in separate houses. I don't care. They're married in the eyes of the law. Girl, I had an uncle. Him and his ex-wife, or wife I should say, ain't lived in the same house for probably 40 years. Both of them moved on with their lives. Technically, they were still married, I believe, up until the day he died. They say, why did they get a divorce? Because it wasn't a priority enough for either of them to go down to the courthouse and file the papers, and neither of them cared. And I guess they figured if either of them were to get remarried at some point in time, then they'll just do the thing. But they lived in completely separate states. They did not want each other at all. So what? He should never have been in a new relationship? I know people say, well, he should have. I get it, girl. But let's take we're not on your church pew. Okay? We're not on your church pew. All right? You can sit down now, deaconess. Okay, girl? You can sit down now. All right? Because we know you had your oldest son with your husband 3 years before he was your husband. Let's stop playing. Let's stop acting like that. Okay? Let's just be real about it for a second here. So my thing is, to the person who asked that question, I think you need to have some deeper conversations with yourself and with him about where is he at? What's the stage of the relationship? Are they still living together? Are they intimate? So on and so forth. You need a broader picture. Okay? And then you make a decision that works for you based on that broader picture. Because I'm not in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in it. I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be straight up with kids today. I told my son there is nothing you can do that I haven't already done. Don't ever lie or steal, or you'll never get the pause. What? You'll never get the pause. It worked. Best son ever. That works, okay? All right. Do you think a thin man is soft if he likes to cuddle and is okay with PDA? Girl, how do I say this nicely? Because I mean it with all sincerity. I'm not trying to be mean. There's nothing mean about it. I just want to make sure I say it in a way that communicates what my heart really feels. I looked at your profile photo, my dear. And unless that's a picture of your mother in high school in the 1970s, I'm assuming that's you. Or 80s. I can't tell, but the photo did look, it looked like it had a patina to it. It looked, Anywho, so I'm guessing that the generation that you're from is the generation, potentially, that doesn't give men permission to be emotionally... Oh, it was you in high school. You acknowledge yourself. I didn't want to call you out. It was you in high school. Okay, so I was right. Okay? I think that what you are referring to is generational expectations built around what masculinity is. And I fully respect, you're from the same generation as my mother, that in that generation, you all were raised to believe that a man's physical stature determines his masculinity. That's why we got so many men out here with heart disease from overeating, because they thought that if they were too small, they wouldn't be viewed as masculine. You all interpreted that a man being affectionate, or were taught this, that a man being affectionate too much is what made him less masculine. And yet these men turn into men that y'all sitting up here coming to me asking for advice about how to make him more affectionate. I'm like, girl, you've been with Curtis for the last 50 years. He's not affectionate because he came up in the same generation as you. His masculinity would have been questioned if he was too affectionate. But now that we down the road, y'all sit up here want these men to be more affectionate. But now this man don't even know how to say I love you to you barely. He don't know how to say I love you to his kids. The grandkids should see him as a bump on a log who just sits and watches football. His level of affection is just literally giving the kid a $20 and here you go. He has nothing to him. So my point is this. I want to ask you a deeper question, not just you, the person who wrote this in here. Don't it feel good when a man hug up on you and want to cuddle with you? I don't know anybody on earth where that don't feel good. Don't that feel good? When you laid up with your man and he hugging up on you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you cuddling him, because sometimes in the morning you wake up, you want to cuddle up on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't it feel good when you sitting there and your man come in the kitchen, you in there cooking, right? With your little house coat on, and he come up in there, kiss you in the back of your neck. What you cooking, baby? Don't that feel good? Don't that feel good? Huh? Don't it feel good when you with a man who's in shape? And you get all the benefits that comes with when your man is in good shape with a strong heart. And his blood flows seamlessly, if you know what I mean. Don't that feel good? That's not feminine, baby. That is a testament to the fact that our men have been able to evolve to finally start being what we wanted all along. So again, this is no offense to you based on your generation, but I think we also have to acknowledge that in different generations, we were taught very different things about what masculine and femininity really meant. And it doesn't mean that everything we were taught was wrong, but sometimes it does mean that we have to challenge some of those thoughts. To say, hold on, does that masculine identity or that feminine identity that I'm holding these men to, does that really serve me? Does it serve them? Has it created the type of men that I would actually want to be with? Because I don't really hear too many women of that generation talking about their peers, the men of that generation, being the kind of men that they actually like. A lot of them talking about, ooh, these men are this, these men is that. Oh, God, they so unaffectionate. Oh, God, they have no emotional intelligence. They don't know how to carry a conversation. They're not romantic. But that's what y'all wanted, right? That's what y'all conditioned into these men, that this is what masculinity was. His ability to look masculine, bring home a check, and take out the garbage. And that's what he does. And you penalized him when he showed you anything different. Stop crying! That's what he was told when he was a little boy. Stop crying! So he stopped doing that. Why are you so emotional? So he stopped talking about emotion. Men who too cuddly, too feminine. So he definitely ain't gonna touch you. But y'all like that? Okay. I don't know. I don't really care if my man can take out the garbage or not. Child, I'll find somebody's child around. He'll be like, hey, baby, let's pay that child $20 a week. He can come take the trash out. You know what I'm saying? I would like come eat, pull from the back house in front of the house. Somebody need a job. I don't need no man to fix my car, honey. My man does not have to be handy at all, baby. I go to work so I can hire people who are handy. So I don't need that. Baby, I need his cuddling skills to be A1. I need his emotional intelligence, okay, to be top drawer. All right? Talk to me. Make me feel good. Empathize with me. Let me tell you what happened the other day. I may or may not have been going off about something, fussing about something. I may or may not have. I may or may not have been fussing about something. And I may or may not have been completely fucking wrong. Okay? Or my argument lacked nuance. I will say that. I was... That's like a mariachi band. Okay? I was going off. And the person who was driving the car, who I was having a heated debate. I wouldn't say with, because they weren't exactly participating. It was towards them. May or may not have been just driving. Occasionally looking over at me like this, like, as I'm doing all that. Maybe. I don't know if this really happened. I'm just talking. And at a certain point in time when I realized I'm going off, and I'm the only one going off because nobody is responding to me. The person's not responding. Just sitting there with a face of, bitch, get it all out because you know you're wrong. It was that face. We know that face. We know that face when they give us that face. Don't we know that face? Not me. It couldn't have been me. So I shut the fuck up. I was like, I pull my phone out, I start scrolling. So I gotta act like I'm focused on something else. Acting like I was in the right. Like, pull into the parking garage. I'm thinking we was gonna turn the car off and we'll get out the car. And then I got that little hand said, wait. I was like, Let me tell you why you're wrong. Laid it out to me. This didn't happen. I'm just talking hypotheticals. So as I'm hypothetically having my rights read to me, I'm scrolling, acting like I'm not paying attention. Because in this not real situation, he was right. And he was so right that it got to the point where I had to put my phone down. So I realized that not only was I wrong, I was disrespectful to be sitting up here scrolling on Instagram while I was being gathered. I should at least be gathered with giving my full attention. So then I gave the look like I'm stuck on the lemon. You know that look that we do? Just me, girl. Acting like I'm having convulsions in the chair. Girl, I wanted to say something back. I want to say something back so bad. This goes to what we were talking about. I want to say something back so bad. I want to say something back so bad. But then I thought to myself, isn't this what the fuck we've been fighting for, girls? Isn't this what we always wanted? A man to be emotionally intelligent enough to tell us his feelings, which sometimes means telling you his feelings when his feeling is that you wrong as fuck. It is what we wanted. So I'm like, bitch, you getting what the fuck you asked for. You asked for this. So shut the fuck up and take it. So as I'm being read my rights, because I'm long-winded, I'm going to take about 30 minutes to get my point across. I may even repeat and come back to some shit. But men like that don't. They'll gather you in 5 minutes. It's very lethal. And I thought to myself at minute 3, all this is happening in just, it's feeling like hours to me, but it's very quick. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because I'm wrong. I'm like wrong. So what do I do? I said, I have to go back to my teachings. I have to go back to what I teach the girls. I have to go back. Because I'm not just a teacher. I'm a student at times too. So, I unbuckled my seatbelt because I realized it wasn't buckled. It was buckled. I hit the button. I put my phone beside me. I then climbed up in the seat and then just buried my arms like this. Rest your head here. I'm going to suffocate you out of talking. I'm going to suffocate you with affection. Hey, Presley. I'm going to suffocate you with affection. Like, And you gotta do the head kiss. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. That's what you do when you're outgunned, ladies. When we're outgunned, we have no other choice. We have no other choice. We have to pull out our best weapons. Our girls. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Girl, pluck that shit. I'm not one of these old generation girls who I'm going to argue with you or not accept responsibility. Some of y'all don't talk to your mothers and fathers now because they from that generation. They don't know how to accept responsibility for shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those girls, honey. Nope. You ain't going to leave me talking about somehow you ain't never taking responsibility. Nope. I'm taking it. Nope. I'm sorry. 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 And the other part of doing that, girls, it's another effect, is you get them to stop talking. They shut the fuck up because they can't. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So all those daggers that they throwing at you, holding you accountable. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. Try it. It actually works. This is not the most advanced strategy. I swear to you, it's not. But it does work. I swear, it works. It works like a charm. It really does. So, yeah. So, to that point, girls, the reason I use that example, hypothetical, that never happened. This never happened. It never happened. Is because I feel like being an 80s baby, I was raised at the crux. You see what I'm saying? Of one generation's teachings while embracing the new generation's teachings. You see what I'm saying? My mother's over here laughing. I was raised at the crux of those two, right? And you have those moments where you have to say, am I going to do it the way that I knew to do it, or am I going to do it the way that I think I should be doing it moving forward? Because the way that I've done it before don't work. Not trying to turn it around on you and make it your fault, and then giving you 2 days of the silent treatment because you held me accountable. That don't work. That don't work. All they do is have a man grow apart from you and eventually break up with you. Or he becomes so emotionally distant from you that it becomes unbearable to you to the point where you got to leave him. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think that emotionally unavailable men always were emotionally unavailable when they got in a relationship. I think that sometimes emotional unavailability is a symptom of a deeper issue. It's an effect of the fact that when he was available to you, when he was affectionate with you, when he was these things for you, when he felt safe, you didn't make him feel safe. And then therefore, like all human beings, we respond to disappointment, to trauma, and to pain in a way that normally is trying to protect us from having us experience it again. Which for a lot of people means shutting down emotionally. Because I don't want to deal with that again. So my thing is, I was thinking to myself, if I don't address this now in the warmest, most loving way possible, right? She agrees with me. She says, speak, Malcolm. I'm glad you said that, baby, because in my heart of hearts, I was like, I hope she knows my intentions are good with what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be hurtful based on to the question you asked me. I'm really not. But in my heart of hearts, I had to accept that this wasn't a bad thing that happened. It was actually a good thing because he said what he needed to say, but he also got the positive reinforcement from me that when you open up to me, I'm not going to respond to you in a way that's going to harm you. Because a lot of men are afraid to open up to us. And by us, I'm talking about feminine energy beings, rather it's a woman or a feminine energy man. They're afraid to open up to us because they're afraid of what happens when you respond. Are you going to respond in a way that's going to hurt me? Are you not going to accept responsibility? You're going to try to turn it around me? Are you going to give me the silent treatment? Whatever it may be. Because they've dealt with that. They've dealt with that. Let's not act like they haven't. So to me, I was like, okay, it was an uncomfortable moment, but it's actually a positive thing because it reinforced that you are safe when you are honest with me. And I think that that's got to be the thing with men. We have to make sure they feel safe being honest with us. Rather, it is honest about their disappointments or honest about, hey, I just want to cuddle you. Or, hey, I want to be cuddled. Baby, cuddle me. You think a man see you walking by with your big back and your big arms and he don't want those wrapped around him every now and then? You look like a teddy bear, baby. Embrace who you are. You're like, come over here. The baby, cuddle me. You better throw those big old arms around him. Come over here, baby. Come on over here. All right? You are a walking pillow of love. Let that man dive in. You hear what I'm saying? I know y'all mad at me about that one. That's okay. That's all right. Bon dia. Feliz sábado. That means good morning. Happy Saturday. Let me see here. I'm going to my next question. Men shut down because they are avoidant. They need to connect with you without intimacy. Intimacy. Don't give him that until he communicates with you emotionally. I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that, of course, if you're not in a relationship yet, y'all, don't be giving them nothing until you know what trajectory you're on. But if you're actually in a relationship, let me tell you this, ladies. Listen to me when I tell you this. Never, ever in your life, never, ever, 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 ever weaponize intimacy with a man. When I say weaponize intimacy, meaning withholding the you know what because you mad at him. Girl, no, that's a sacred space. That's a sacred space. You don't ever weaponize intimacy. Because once you weaponize intimacy and he now no longer sees intimacy as a safe space and he sees intimacy as something that can be weaponized or turned into a reward, he won't trust your intimacy anymore. And that will affect his attraction to you. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Or what will happen in return is he'll weaponize it against you. Because let's be real, honey. They ain't the only ones that be wanting it. Don't we want it too? And then once he realizes, oh, that's what we doing? That's what we doing? We weaponizing this now? Okay, well, how about I weaponize this too? When he want to do it. Girl, please, why would you do that? That is your sacred space. Let what's sacred be sacred. Girl, I could be mad as hell at you. I could be mad as hell at that man. I could be mad as hell. Girl, let me tell you one thing I ain't too mad about. Ain't too mad to do. Ain't too mad. I ain't never been that mad. Ain't never. MJ, I hear you, but I just don't be feeling like it when I'm mad at him. Girl, well, you better find a way to feel like it. Let him inspire you. Let him inspire you. What is that? Oh, it's the helicopters. And here's my thing. Now, this may be toxic, but it's worked out well for me. I'm just saying. It has been scientifically proven that men, this is true. It has been scientifically proven that men can navigate difficult situations better when they are at a heightened, intimate state of mind, if you know what I mean. Meaning, if you are arguing with your man or you are having a disagreement, taking a break from that disagreement and somebody's being a little kissy. And men get this better than we do, don't we? Don't they? I'm talking about masculinity men. They get it better than we do. They get a little kissy, get a little huggy. You mad at him, you ain't talking to him, you in the kitchen cooking, now he want to come for you and kiss you on the neck. That don't mean that he's over the situation. They have an instinctive understanding of this. That by getting you to chill out and warm up, y'all gonna be able to come to a solution faster. But how we be doing? No, I don't want to talk right now. You're doing the wrong thing. He know better in that situation. When those, I don't even know the chemicals in your body, when that's at a high, it's percolating and stuff like that, baby, you become more empathetic. You become more compassionate. You willing to hear him out. Girl, if you want me to listen, honey, all right? And hypothetically, I've noticed that somebody does this in another universe, but that don't happen here. Because no, I'm single. Okay? Hypothetically, I've noticed that sometimes when I feel like I'm kind of going up, I'm kind of edging up, about to go off. I'm kind of edging up, about to edge up, like I'm about to go. That little hand hit my thigh, and start rubbing up on it. That little hug. Come on over here. No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. No, but you gotta. But next time, do it like this, please. Next time, don't say it like that. Say it like that, okay? Girl. I turn from a linebacker to a ballerina. I be ready to And next time I'm like, okay, girl, real fast. Shit works like a charm. Okay, and I'm not an easy bitch. Okay, so they can work that well with me. All right, because I'm not easy. When I'm mad, I'm mad. I don't want to talk right now. I used to do that shit when I was younger. I did. I would give you the silent treatment. Because that's what I learned works. Right? You learn through experience. You learn through exposure. I was like, oh, silent treatment works. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. Thinking I'm punishing you with my silence. You are never going to punish a man with your silence, girl. You are punishing yourself, because all you're doing is encoding in him and teaching him that when you are hurt, or when either of us is hurt, use emotional manipulation to get the upper hand. Silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation. You are depriving the person of affection and connection, and you're also indirectly triggering their fears of abandonment, because while you're being silent, they don't know what you're thinking. And at the end of the day, most people value their relationships. And so silence makes people fear what could happen. When you create silence, you're creating a vacuum of information. And when there's a vacuum of information, people fill that vacuum, usually, unless they're very conscious, they fill it with their insecurities and their fears. In a lot of cases, their traumas will come into it as well. You see where I'm going with that? And so I used to do silent treatment because I thought I was punishing you. And if I did talk, it was yes, no, short answers. I'm going to make sure my face is cold. It ain't moving, baby. Yes. No. I'm good. Girl, the only person who was being punished was me. Because in the moment, I may have won the battle, but the war is not what I was winning. Because when you do that kind of stuff to a man, especially a masculine energy man, what you're teaching him to do, because remember, masculine energy prepares for battle. They are protectors for a reason, and they prepare for battle, rather you know it or not. So you're teaching him that you will weaponize emotion, and you will weaponize feelings of isolation. You will weaponize trauma. You will weaponize fears of abandonment. You will weaponize emotional distance against him. And then he stops seeing you as his lover, and he now sees you as an opponent. And when a masculine man sees you as his opponent, watch out. Because they are equipped to fight. And they may fight differently than we do, those of us who walk around with more feminine energy, but they can fight. But their version of fighting is not the kind of version of fighting that we want to deal with. Their version of fighting, baby, is emotional unavailability. They're not going to run their mouth and pop off. They're just going to deprive you of the thing you want most, their emotions. Girl, let me tell you this. If you want to destroy a good relationship, then make that man feel emotionally unsafe to the point that he becomes emotionally unavailable to you. Girl. It's very hard to get him back from that. Can you? Sure. But it's going to take an extended amount of work, maybe even some couples therapy for him to feel safe again at that level. When a man I'm not saying a man who started out emotionally unavailable. I'm talking about when he went from being emotionally available to now being emotionally unavailable. And you know and I know that it's largely because of how you dealt with him. Girl. And don't let that man be a Pisces like me. I don't mean to make it about signs, because this applies to every man, but I'm a Pisces. Girl, let me say this. I am the kind of person, literally mark my words, if I have loved you and trusted you and you betray me, or you make me feel emotionally unsafe with you, I will never come back from it. I will never come back from it. I will recover, I will heal, but I will never come back to you emotionally again. We are effectively done. I could have loved you down to the bottom of my feet. I could have loved you to my soul. But baby, if you get me there, you keep me there. I will never. You will become invisible to me. And even if I see you in the streets and I smile, you're like, hi, how are you, girl? No, I'm never coming back from that. I will lie to you. You be like, oh, we should hang out. I'm like, yeah, we should hang out. Girl, you'll never see me again. You'll never see me again. You'll never see me again. In fact, I will start walking down a different street just so I don't have to see you on that street ever again, because I don't want the awkwardness of having to lie to you again. You got to understand that. So my point to you is this. We have to be conscious of the fact that their ability to make us feel emotionally safe is in direct proportion to how emotionally safe we make them feel. See, well, hold on. Why can't he make me feel emotionally safe first? Well, if that's what you want, then why don't you go and become the masculine energy partner relationship? There's plenty of masculine women in relationships, and go find a feminine man or find a feminine woman. It is the feminine partner's job to lead emotionally, to create the space emotionally, to create the environment emotionally, right? That's what it even comes down to how we have our houses. I'm going to transition just a little bit, right? You said voted most beautiful skin of 2025, MJ Harris. Oh, thank you, baby. Girl, even in your house, I don't understand why you letting a man into your house when it's dirty. You need to create a safe, clean space at all times around you. Every part of you, from how you take care of your body, your house, how you communicate with him, needs to you need to be setting the space, setting the tone for that man to feel invited in, for that man to feel where he can feel emotionally safe. Your house communicates to him how he should feel when he's in it. It should be soft. It should smell good. It should be clean. It should have flowing air, no stuffy air in there. It should be, when he comes in, he should, your presence. When he's in your presence, he needs to emotionally just, one of the things I tell girls is I say, when you see your man at the end of the day or whatever, you should not be venting to him about every bad thing that happened that day. Get all the bad stuff out with your girlfriends, with your friends. Vent it out to somebody else. I don't care. Vent it out to ChatGPT. But you vent it out before you see him. Before you see him. Before you see him. Because if it is a constant pattern that you coming to emotionally dump on that man, oh my God, let me tell you what happened today. This girl at my job, blah, blah, blah. My friend this, my mom this, my cousin this, my neighbor this, my blah, blah, blah. When does he have the opportunity to experience your softness, your feminine energy, your receptiveness for him? When does he get to experience that? When he's always got to be your support system. So what does he then do? He turns into emotional shutdown mode. Not to shut down to you on purpose, because I got to be your support system. So you're activating that part of his masculinity at the wrong time. You want him to be your protector and support system, but not at that time. I'm a personal believer that you can vent, you can talk, but you talk to him after you've processed. I don't think that you should be processing every bad day with your man. I don't believe that. Sorry. I don't. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. Okay? Have you some friends. I think that with your man, you've processed it. He's like, how you doing? I'm better now. You're like, why? You see how you start with, I'm better now? You tell him, I'm better now. You're like, really? Why? You have my video saved? Oh, thank you, baby. Yes, this will be saved as well. I'm better now. And he'd be like, really? Like, yeah. So what happened today was blah, 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 blah happened. But, I had time to think through it and blah, 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 blah. And, and she was just doing it because of blah, blah, blah. Or I was doing it because of blah, blah. Or, you know what? I'm just not happy with it, but here's the solution. So I'm much better now. How you doing, baby? Process it. I'm not saying don't tell them what you're going through. I'm saying process it first. Do you know what is addictive for masculine energy men? They can't get enough of it, honey. It's worth more than gold and diamonds. is the feeling that they get when they are around a partner who makes them feel light and loved and makes them feel good. If you want a man to want to be around you, then make sure that when he's around you, he consistently feels safe, light, and loved. If he consistently feels safe, light, and loved, like he just feels good when he's in your presence, girl, he will do whatever he's got to do to put himself in your presence. Whatever he's got to do. I have seen and experienced men who will take off from work. I got this PTO for a reason, because they want to be with you. Hey man, what you doing today? I'm at home. I'm coming over there. Don't you got work today? Nah, I'm gonna call in. I just need to relax today. And he want to relax with you. And he want to relax with you. And he want to relax with you. Bonjour. And he want to relax with you. Honey, a man will leave a marriage of 10, 20 years if he sees you as somebody. And don't try to use it to get no man to leave a marriage. I'm just using this as an example of just how powerful this is. If he sees you as somebody who makes him feel emotionally safe and makes him feel emotionally good, and the one at home don't. If the one at home don't do that, baby, he gonna leave one way or the other. Now, don't let him leave for you, because that's not good. That's not good karma on how to start a relationship. My point is, how a man feels in your presence is more important than anything else when it comes to his sense of safety and comfort in that relationship. Hey, Davi. It's the most important thing. That's why I'm telling you, ladies, take accountability when you're wrong. It's important. Because if you don't feel safe, girl, he's already gone. That's why I'm telling you, embrace his emotions. That man want to cuddle. That man want to cry. Let him do it. Let him do it, honey. I love when a man cry. I don't know about you girls. I love that shit. I eat it up. I love it. I love when a man cry. I love it. You feel safe enough around me to cry. Come here. And what happened? I'm so. Oh, tell me everything. I love it. I love when a man feel comfortable. When he opens up to me and tells me things that he don't be telling nobody else, because he know I'm a safe space. I don't share shit. You know what I'm saying? And he know not only am I a safe space that I'm not going to tell nobody else about it, but he knows I'm a safe space that how I respond to him is never going to be in a sense of judgment. I'm going to hear him out. I could completely disagree with you. I'm still not going to come across as judgmental. Completely. I'll be like, girl, let me tell you one thing you better learn to master with a man. Especially your teenagers. Like if you have a teenage son or something like that, girl. Because this don't just apply to the men you're in a relationship with. This applies to your sons too. A good poker face. Baby. Because when they tell you stuff, and they kind of, in the beginning, they're trying to feel out how you're going to respond. So they be telling you, you better have a good poker face. They be telling you stuff, you just, you be like, let him get it all out. You just like, no, come here. No, that's fine. Girl, one of my greatest gifts, I'm glad I learned, is to process things before I speak. Especially when dealing with masculine energy men. You better process. Because if you are too reactive, girl, you will shut him down. They are petrified of our reactions. If they are scared shitless of us when we are like, when feminine energy is like at this level, like we mad, we pop. Girl, they don't know what to do with that. Men don't know what to do with that. They don't know what to do with that. Oh, they don't know what to do with that. I swear to you, they do not know what to do with that. They really don't. They just be like, blah blah. I'm gonna say this, and this is extreme. Even if he tell you just some real foul stuff that you know you're gonna leave him for, you know you are absolutely gonna leave him. What he's telling you, you know, has broken all levels of trust. You are going to leave him. Hey, King Charles, you know you're gonna leave him. Don't respond that way in the beginning. No, I'm listening. I'm listening. No, I'm so happy that you feel open enough to tell me. Be like, so you mad? You know, honestly, I'm sure you know that this is information I just didn't expect to hear. But I'm processing it. I'm really processing it. I'm just grateful that you told me the truth. Thank you. And girl, you go process. You know, process how you gonna leave his ass. You see what I'm saying? Girl, don't ever do all that huffing and fussing. But let's take those extreme situations off the table. Let's just deal within the relationship itself. He's not telling you anything that you gonna leave him for. He's just telling you, being open with you. Maybe he's telling you some uncomfortable emotions, right? Because that can be tough. Hear it out. You see what I'm saying? I feel like my giveaway is this, but I'm like really processing it. I start touching my face. I'm like, I start rubbing my eyebrows, like, When this hand is in this zone, girl, honey, I'm holding on. Okay. Wow. No. I'm just really taking it in. I'm listening. Girl, please. That's another thing, King Charles, he says, maybe he's expressing you what you're lacking. He's trying to tell you before he goes and cheats. Well, let's take the cheating off the table. I think sometimes they tell you this kind of stuff. Like, who was this? A woman talking the other day, and she was talking about how, no, it was a guy. And he was talking about the uncomfortable conversation he had to have with his wife. Oh, thank you, Latanya. He said, you're so beautiful and handsome. You too, baby. He said he had to have an uncomfortable conversation with his wife. No, I'm sorry. No, it was the other way around. This woman talking about what her husband said to her. That he had come to her and was like, hey, basically, saying, hey, I know you had the baby, but, you know, are you going to get back in the gym and kind of, you know, tighten up just a little bit? And at first I was going to like, oh God, your husband's horrible. You just had a baby and he's doing this. The baby was born about 3.5, 4 years ago. And even when I went back, so I was nosy and looked at her pregnancy photos, she's bigger now than she was even when she was pregnant. And there's nothing wrong with being big at all. But my point is this. I think we have to respect the fact that when we choose a partner, we are, of course, choosing who we see in front of us, but we're also recognizing that they're going to change over time. No one's going to look the same. We're all going to age, right? And that's going to change our weight, our body composition. It's going to change a lot of things. It's just aging, right? But on the same page, I still feel like there is an unwritten commitment that I'm going to do the best I can based on where I'm at that time. The best that I can do at this time. Right? And she said it for herself. She's not been doing her best. She just really is not. At all. And it showed. And his whole thing has been saying to her, this is why I have not been as intimate. I just have not felt drawn to you. Which I feel is a very nice way of saying I'm not attracted to you anymore. Or at this stage. And he was honest with her enough about that. And some women in the comments mad at him like, oh my God, he said that to you. I would have broke up with him. I would have went off on him. But I'm like, but that doesn't change the fact that there's some truth to it. Hey, Melanin. This doesn't change the fact that there's some truth to it. If she completely let herself go. And the thing is with him, he looks like what he looked like when they got together. He goes to the gym or anything like that. He's aged. Now, mind you, he's not pushing no babies out, so let's just call a thing there. But he's actively maintaining as best as he can, the aesthetic, the look, the level of health that he brought to her when he met her. And she just kind of has not been doing it at all. Her point in coming on and talking about this was how she responded to him. She said it hurt, but she had to separate. Am I hurt by what he's saying because what he's saying is hurtful? Or am I hurt by what he's saying because what he's saying is the truth, and it's a truth that I didn't want to hear? You have to be able to dissect between the two. Is what my partner is saying to me, is it hurtful? Is it with the intention of being hurtful? Is it negligent? Is it reckless? Or does it hurt because it's just the truth? And it's an uncomfortable truth that maybe I didn't want to hear. You hear where I'm going with that? So anyway, y'all, I have to go. I'm not going to be on here forever because I do have to go. It is Saturday and I got things to do. And hypothetically speaking, I got to be somewhere. All right? Anyway, I'll put this video up. You can watch the replay and all that good stuff over on the other platform. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. How do I cut this off? Okay.